Welcome to MachismoTV, the ultimate destination for modern men seeking to upgrade their lifestyle. Our channel covers a range of topics including current events, fitness, personal development, and technology to help you look, feel, and live your best life. Tune in for actionable advice and engaging discussions. We the willing, led by the unknowing, are doing the impossible for the ungrateful. We have done so much, with so little for so long, we are now qualified to do anything, with nothing.
So join up. Do your part. There's a long war ahead, and we need you. So join up. Do your part. There's a long war ahead, and we need you.
Have you any idea how successful censorship is on TV? Don't know the answer? Successful, isn't it? Have you any idea how successful censorship is on TV? Don't know the answer? Successful, isn't it?
About how we can better ourselves and further ourselves, further your mind, you know what I'm saying?
How you gon' wear my trust when the last one
Be clear, this is
How you gon' be no love when the bed don't sleep?
invasion.
Deep beat, crash your feelings in the middle of the street. Fuck it up, fuck it up, fuck it up, fuck it up, fuck it up. When you was at your lowest, tell me where the hoes was at. When you was at your lowest, tell me where the bros was at. 3:30 in the morning, scroll through the call up. Ain't nobody but the mirror looking for the fall off. I love when you count me out. 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 My name is in your mouth.
Alright, might be about you. Next right might be about you.
Conductor. Welcome to the new golden era. Yo, this that purple tape mix for 𝐂𝐍𝐉𝐎𝐾. Hey yo, imagine getting murdered with the case in the Sub Village. DJ Drama.
Hey yo, I'ma take it back to the ski mask Chanel. So yo, with my mouth, I can never fail. I can be through you, I can tell you a tell. You ain't never ate rules, Chris in a cell. Everything ground, you moving at a pace of a snail. Supreme clientele, cause my cocaine pal is rap doing alright. My dope house well with Egypt, eating ballings, going well on a mountain.
Claim my position in the kitchen, I'm working. Whip it, bag of half and 50s, hit the strip and I serve it. If it's an issue, trust, I'm coming to get with you in person. With the extender, throwing at you till I flip this suburban. All my businesses flourish, I'm on my way to my yacht. I put a 6 on the dock like Julius Irving. Damn, I know my nigga's sisters is hurting. He caught new case, but got his sentences concurrent. That ain't get him discouraged. Got another homie in prison for murder. He would let his gun clap and fire at anyone that would try. Watching this baby mother's cry, I got numb, I can't lie. His mama ain't shed a tear, she know that come with this line. Thought about it, his kids was young when son got the time. Won't see his daughter graduate, can't teach his son how to drive. Not to see where I get this ambition from and this drive, the machine. I'm iller than anyone that's alive. Look, bought the Benz truck and the Maybach with no license, straight from dealership, not from the auction with the low prices. A long way from selling white and running from the pole laces. You niggas know who flow nicest. Raise the bar like coke prices. Fronted the homie, caught a joint, he stopped answering. Then my nigga since grammar school, I don't know how to handle it.
Olive Green Valley, windbreaker to wet my taste buds. Y'all hate niggas praying for table crumbs. Damn, y'all looking bad, y'all might be mistaken for bums. My first thought was to put some spare change in your cup. Here's a blanket, at least you'll be covered up. I'm becoming numb, I don't feel the love at night, I hug my guns. Might touch you with the same razor I used to cut my drugs. Homies blazing, made for shaving sun. Snub is stainless, the A is white like Shayla Buff, I waited. Lipo sucked the plug, left weightless. Niggas on the waiting list, look at your greater wig, what's that, a wave kick? Listen baby, don't shake the shit, please. Still a assist, shit scaring away the fish. I'm a player, son, I'm just here sharing game with pimps. Bitch tried to throw a big monkey wrench in my Benz vent. I find it interesting, I was chilling just when they thought the engine went. I still did it big. Pick of the litter, but ain't no kittens here. I'm like Huey Newt sitting in the king's wicked chair with the pistol near. My face is chiseled in the silverware with care. Spilling Bel Air on the thread I wear. I'm a threat out here. You better not let the cat out for air, yeah. I'm a threat out here. You better not let the cat out for air, yeah.
I used to think about the people in your life. Then I think of Neil. And then you were sitting there right now when he said to me, you say, John, what's it about?
Yeah, I ain't no Superman businessman like you. You know, I'm just a gangster, I suppose.
The butcher coming, nigga. I won't shake your boss hand or kneel to the Pope. Me and Duffel like Gotti and Lil de la Croce. They cry crocodile tears when they broke. I'm tucking eagles in my belt and putting crocodile skin on a coat. Cutting bills from a sealed envelope. Niggas got 2 feet in the game and still don't got no idea how I go. As always, I only did what I know. Instinct start kicking in when the meat on your ribs getting low. Streets got a dark side to 'em, I watch for the double cross. They threw the triple at me, this made me trigger happy. Streets made me business savvy. Yeah, the bosses of all bosses, capo the tootie cappy. Let's start there, look how we started, now the vets all peers. And now I'm gotta cash a check all year. Let's address your fears, order your nightmare, chest your ears. Though Jasper can protect your chance, I thought more of my enemies. It'd be hard to avoid a hater.
On decorations. But the white boys had told all them French gals that we had tails. Then they found this ignorant colored soldier. Paid him to tie a tail to his ass and run around half naked making monkey sounds. They put him on a big round table in the Cafe Napoleon. Put a reed in his hand, crown on his head, blanket on his shoulders, and made him eat bananas in front of all them Frenchies. Oh, the white boys danced that night. Passed out leaflets with that boy's picture on it. Called him Moonshine, King of the Monkeys. And when we slit his throat, you know that fool asked us what he had done wrong.
Country shot.
My daddy told me we got to turn our backs on this kind, Wilkie. Close our ranks to the chitlins, the collard greens, the cornbread style. We are men, soldiers, and I don't intend for our race to be cheated out of its place of honor and respect in this war.
The pupils burn from the gaze of the sunlight. Trying to go legit this time with no gunfight. Straight flights to Ghana. My man got the gold connect. Bow-legged dude with chicks on deck. He got Navy sailors moving their crypto specs. Maybach Hummer, sound like a discotheque. His brother Stan blew off his own hand. He's in the mausoleums, couldn't show his wrist back on. It's in the Coliseum. The monster's out, straight down in the opera house. Scorpion pendant, red stone in a lobster mouth. Diamonds embroidered in the China wear. Speaking through Tesla phones, tucked behind the ear, Snow White Royce, guts red with lasagna chairs. Scarface party was raw with mad lines in there. Everybody holding, rock wallets, mad nines in there. Hitters with gold fronts frontin', what's the concierge? 50 years of hip hop, New York is the mascot, city is the backdrop. One more, you can holler at me. You can holler at me.
that I gotta be the best of them all. That's just cut and dried. I'm the best. Whether you like it or not, you're looking at, the greatest, the best looking man, the best dressed man, long limousines, jet airplanes, custom made clothes, and any woman in the world I want, just like that. You know what? Let's face it, if you're not carrying the big gold, you're second best no matter what you tell yourself. So gear up, ladies and gentlemen. Get used to it. Who you're looking at, the man.
The almighty, the legendary West Side.
Hallowed be thy name. Are you really ready?
Fly God himself.
You're looking at the man.
Here's another classic. The definition of hip hop. Here's another classic. The definition. Here's another classic. Definition of hip-hop. Here's another classic. The definition. Here's another classic. The definition of hip-hop. Here's another classic. The definition.
One, two, we in the building. What up, chat? I see y'all in here. Let me get a sound check. What up, Detroit? What up, brother later? Aaron. What up, who's up here? Champs first, 𝐷𝐿. I see y'all floating in here. Duck. All right, we up in here. What's up? Champs first, Music Man, Universal Black. Salute to the chat. W's in the chat. We up. Let's go. All right, let me get a sound check. Saul, what you sound like, Playboy? Can you hear me? 1, 2, 1, 2. Saul. I think you muted, Playboy.
Mic check.
There you go. You sound good. Tito.
Yeah, what up?
Yo, okay, you sound good. And Mr. O.
Yo.
All right, bet. We in the building. Shit, let's just do it off the top. We're going to get into it. We're going to have to cover this Godfrey shit tonight because he done jumped out the window crazy and we ain't get a chance to get to it last week. So let me play this drop. Yo, Aaron's in the chat. Channel member. What does that say for how many months?
11.
Damn, 11 months, almost a year. God damn, time go fast. But Aaron is the one who sent. She sent this to Quiet Storm to send to me. So this drop that we was playing last week, the Tether drop from Tariq Nasheed. This is the drop she sent.
Introducing the one, the only, the Laugh Out Laugh plush pal Ticklish Tether.
I love bush beat.
Pull the tether and hear silly sayings, goofy giggles, and laugh attacks that keep the whole room cracking up.
I work hard, unlike the lazy akatas.
Ticklish Tether. Pull the string, start the giggles. Ticklish Tether is fun for all ages.
I want some egusi soup, nigga.
Pull the tether string and enjoy hours of laugh attacks that will keep you in stitches.
You FBI are jealous of my success, nigga.
Ticklish Tether. Fake degrees and musty t-shirts sold separately.
Spot on, and that's right on time because we're gonna have to cover this FBA shit because it has officially become political, and apparently the DNC is worried because it's chipping away a little bit at their voting base, quiches alike. So a lot of it makes sense because we're gonna get we have found out what is it, Afro Elite. He done did he did some research. I clipped it up. We'd have found out who's behind Godfrey's podcast, the 154, and it apparently is a DNC cutout. Go figure. So we gonna get to the bottom of that tonight. And then McGregor going out goofy in this fight. Courtesy of Tito, and if we got a little bit of time, maybe we do one other thing. But let's take it from the top. So, opening statements. What you got for me, Playboy?
Hey, salute. It's I guess we're about 3 to 4 months out, really 3 months out, man. Honestly, we really should be getting in full mobilization mode, scorched earth when it comes to the bullshit. You see these people out here, they keep trying. Every day you look up, somebody dies, disappears, or something happens. They're really trying to stroke up the sort of racial animosity, and none of that's working. You know what I mean? So you did have potentially 2 people, pass away. So that's some new calculus on the board that we might have to look at. Anybody else want to add their 2 about that with Mitch McConnell and obviously Lindsey Graham.
Yes, sir.
And then obviously y'all probably heard by now the tether crashing out, and you have all of the typical shields trying to play tough and rebellious and stuff like that, and they soft stepping it or whatnot, trying to camouflage their way into trying to co-opting, and none of that is working. You know what I mean? So we in getting these tethers out of the paint season, the summer. Let's just keep our foot in their ass and keep marching forward, man. I land my plane there.
Well played, sir. Well played. Tito, that's all you, Playboy.
I don't know if a lot of y'all know, but recently, very recently, the Democratic Socialists of America released their plan for what they want America to be, their goals, and it's even worse than when Black Lives Matter manifesto first came out. One of the things they want to do is eliminate the U.S. Senate. They want to because elimination of the U.S. Senate immediately converts us to being almost a strictly parliamentary and chaotic democracy rather than a constitutional republic, right? Because things don't have to go through 2 layers of the House, and most likely senators are going to be Republicans anyway, because you know how the electoral map breaks down. They want amnesty for all illegal aliens, and they want to have what I would term as being an extreme amount of justices on the Supreme Court. So now that the Democratic Socialists of America have released this manifesto, if you will, and they've showed their hand, now we can stop pussyfooting around. Now people can stop equivocating, talking about, oh, well, you calling them communists is just a right-wing talking point and all this shit. Now they telling you motherfuckers that they are indeed fucking communists. So now there's a clear line that's been drawn in the sand, and from this point forward, anybody that's in this space that's repeating left-wing talking points, you're a fucking communist.
Right.
You're a fucking communist. Ain't no fair and balanced shit. Ain't no, you MAGA. No. You're a fucking communist. You're a fucking communist. Bottom line. After that, after they've released that, you're a communist. So the remaining people that are in the Democratic Party, either they're gonna be communists, either they're gonna get the fuck out of politics, period, and be regular citizens, or they're gonna be Republicans. But for all of you leftists out there, before y'all advance any further, I just want y'all to be conscious of 2 things. Number one, this dumbass class struggle that you want to participate in, you could just simplify that shit by LLC filing. Because if you file an LLC and you own your own business, well, goddamn it, you control the means of production like you want to in the first place, just on a smaller scale. And number two, if there's another civil war in this country, y'all won't have a cushiony, soft, goddamn lost cause narrative to crash land into. You're gonna be at the end of a fucking rope. And I'll land my plane there.
Damn, y'all coming in fucking hot tonight. All right, cool. I like the energy. I like where we're going with this. Yo, who jargon in the building with the 199 super chat? He say salute, fellas. I don't know if you've seen this drop. This is apropos to the show. I will give you the Vato. Matter of fact, I'll give you both. But here's a drop for you. For you.
Introducing the one, the only, the Laugh Out Laugh plush pal Ticklish Tether.
I love bush beat.
Pull the tether and hear silly sayings, goofy giggles, and laugh attacks that keep the whole room cracking up.
I work hard, unlike the lazy akatas.
Ticklish Tether. Pull the string, start the giggles. Ticklish Tether is fun for all ages.
I want some egusi soup, nigga.
Pull the tether string and enjoy hours of laugh attacks that will keep you in stitches.
You FBI are jealous of my success, nigga.
Ticklish Tether. Fake degrees and musty t-shirts sold separately.
Man, fuck all you hoes. Fuck you and your mammy and your granny too. And fuck all you hoes. I'm sick of this shit. Fuck all you hoes. And fuck all you. Don't give a damn, bitch, what you wanna do. And fuck all you.
You know what, man? You know what's hilarious about all this shit with this whole communist shit? They're saying this shit after they got themselves situated. And by the way, we do see you, Hoop. It seemed like in around the time that sports come back on in the year, man, you pop up. So that tells me that preseason is about to come on up pretty soon. So it'll be good to have you back on here, man. Just don't agitate Tito.
As long as you ain't talking about the SEC, I think everybody would be fucking cool. God damn.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And by the way, how's that SEC boycott going? Anyhow, all right, man.
Detroit says the more population is going to grow into large numbers of white tea because white women is saving the white race to push a more conservative than black women. The ticklish tether shit is crazy. Yeah, it is. Actually, let's do it again because Theo Wapp is in the boat. Yo, Tito, I clipped that shit for the tech support.
Hey. Just so y'all know, Alabama was celebrating signing a fucking 3-star recruit. I damn near ran outside naked laughing. Straight up. A 3-star recruit, nigga. A 3-star recruit.
Y'all niggas.
Look what Theo just put up there.
Yeah. I'm trying to tell you, I clipped the jaw with you with the 𝐂𝐒 book. We played it on tech support earlier. Theo was cracking up. That shit is hilarious. He said libs can control means of production by I just peeped that. By studying 𝐂𝐒 A+ with Gabe A. Tito has a book for you. Actually, this is the tether drop is actually perfect for this Gabe one, considering.
Introducing the one, the only, the Laugh Out Laugh plush pal Ticklish Tether.
I love bush beat.
Pull the tether and hear silly sayings, goofy giggles, and laugh attacks that keep the whole room cracking up.
I work hard, unlike the lazy akatas.
Ticklish Tether. Pull the string, start the giggles. Ticklish Tether is fun for all ages.
I want some egusi soup, nigga.
Pull the tether string and enjoy hours of laugh attacks that will keep you in stitches.
You FBI are jealous of my success, nigga.
Ticklish Tether. Fake degrees and musty t-shirts sold separately.
Who says ticklish tether is crazy? Yo, Mr. O, that's all yours before I do this. Gabe is back. You summoned me? You just can't do it. I'll do the drop again for you, Gabe. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got nothing better to do than troll on a Sunday. Mr. O, that's all yours.
said, I got too much noise in the background.
All right, cool. You got too much noise in the background. He said we could breathe with Latinas. All right, let's do this last drop, and we're gonna get into this Godfrey shit. What's this? Detroit 313 with the $10 super chat supporting the stream. He says, due to abortions, 400,000 and 500,000 black babies is aborted per year. I thought it was actually more than that. A less of black population, more Hispanic population is overgrown. About 35%. There's no. He said there's no future fixing them anyways. The trends are the trends, man. That's what I've been saying. We've been saying this since season 1. This is not a rescue mission. We're not here to save the community. This is triage. This is triage. This is what this is. This is not a fucking rescue mission. The numbers are the numbers. The Z's are wiped. The only thing that's been holding this shit together is these this last little quarter of the Gen Xers and the top of the millennials. The Z's are goddamn washed. Here we go.
Man, fuck all you hoes. Fuck you and your mammy and your granny too. Man, fuck all you hoes. I'm sick of this shit. Fuck all you hoes. Man, fuck all you. Don't give a damn, bitch, what you wanna do. Man, fuck all you hoes.
And Gabe, this is for you.
Introducing the one, the only, the Laugh Out Laugh plush pal Ticklish Tether.
I love bush beat.
Pull the tether and hear silly sayings, goofy giggles, and laugh attacks that keep the whole room cracking up.
I work hard, unlike the lazy akatas.
Ticklish Tether. Pull the string, start the giggles. Ticklish Tether is fun for all ages.
I want some egusi soup, nigga.
Pull the tether string and enjoy hours of laugh attacks that will keep you in stitches.
You FBI are jealous of my success, nigga.
Ticklish Tether. Fake degrees and musty t-shirts sold separately.
Yeah, that was Gabe hating on Tito. All right, so let's hop to this first segment. Well, we're gonna do 2 rounds of this Godfrey thing. How did this whole Godfrey shit start? It started because of that.
What is this diaspora embracing notion that you guys are talking about, as opposed to me now beginning to internalize some kind of ridiculous, what do they call ADOS or whatever?
That's
like my
traditional black.
but it proliferates.
And then recently, now after the backlash, he said it out loud. Foundational black assholes. That's the recent one. And the internet strikes back immediately, quickly.
Nah, y'all wild for that. Man, you stupid. All right, bro, we out. Already, fam. I'll holler at y'all.
My brother, these Akatas always think we are the same.
That is why we must stay together.
They do not understand we are different.
Damn, I left my phone.
Our parents did not come here to play. Back home, if you do not hustle, you do not survive. Education first, work first. We came here with nothing
and still became doctors, engineers, business owners. Meanwhile, these Akatas think everything should be handed to them. They do not like hard work.
They always want shortcuts. Our mentality is different.
Yo. Nah. Do the African voice again.
All right, spot on. So this FBA thing is picking up legs, not only because it's delineation as per actual heritage, blood in the soil, war sport, et cetera, but because it's become a wedge issue, chipping away at the Democrats' base, and also it's destroying this whole idea of flat blackness. It's becoming an important political lever, and it's with this delineation, it's coming down to resources, and you're seeing that play out with the TPS, the birthright citizenship decision in the Supreme Court, with Supreme Court Justice Thomas's brilliant dissent. And it may wake its way back to court again, but it's it being framed in a way that it's xenophobic on this end is a straw man's argument, because we see a similar thing happening in South Africa with South Africans, Nigerians, and Ghanaians. The South Africans want the Africans who are not South African out of the country. With the Haitians in particular, no country wants the Haitians. Dominican Republic won't take them. Venezuela won't take them. Brazil won't take them. Colombia won't take them. So with the FBA, the American Black, the heritage Black Americans, we're being used as a straw man as usual. So that's why, more than anything, this issue with Godfrey blowing up the way it did is picking up legs, and that we're going to find out today. We're going to do because people have done their research, that we weren't wrong. Well, Saul in particular, because Saul's the one that mentioned, that was speaking on this when we had our private conversations months ago, that like something was afoot with regard to Democrats and all of these other leftist organizations, and how they're going to put money behind trying to discredit this whole FBA contemporary political talking point, because it's going to become a major wedge issue and an issue for the Democrats, who galvanize their base under this whole flat blackness, these flat blackness tropes, which allows them to pull the race card, etc., and then use all of these other groups as buffer classes and give them the resources as incentives to vote for them, resources that should be allocated to FBA Americans and Black men, like I said, and then that falls down to Black men in particular, because then that ends up being why we end up backing Trump, because we knew he was going to dismantle DEI, because those resources were going to primarily white liberal women and some quiches, but resources that were essentially set aside for Black American males. So there's layers to the political fallout that comes with this. So let's get to the first Godfrey video. This is the crash out after the initial backlash with what happened on his podcast. So this is the initial crash out, which I have no idea why he doubled down like this, but it hasn't worked out for him. So we're gonna do this
fuckers all the time. Most celebrities in Hollywood don't say a goddamn thing about y'all. We're gonna do a measure on blackness. I'll probably stomp most of you. You can eat a dick for real. I'm a tether, I'm a this, all these terms. But to just go, I'm disappointed. None of you motherfuckers are my parent. David Oyelowo has apologized, but British Black people do not have a perspective of American Blacks. Get it. But the fact is that these mistakes need to happen, so we can talk about it, so we can have people going, damn, I fucked up. I think David probably didn't mean it that way, but the British Black experience is so different than the Black American experience. He probably was like, no, it's a little subservient. They don't know any better.
I think people were responding because we appreciate the fact that, although your heritage is Nigerian, listen, I've been through all the arguments with ex-boyfriend, Nigerian, the whole nine. So I understand.
Yeah, but I grew up. First of all, I grew up in Chicago.
We were a little surprised by your reaction.
I don't give a fuck what y'all were thinking, because I didn't make him say that.
I didn't say it.
I didn't make him say that. So fuck all of that, because you all sit there and try to pick at the smallest shit, waiting for us to fuck up. First of all, me and Akbar grew up in Crenshaw. All right, I grew up in Chicago, some of the blackest cities around. Chicago's the most segregated city in this country. So I know what Black Americans are like, because I was stopped by cops, harassed by cops, called nigga, the whole nine. Okay, so I'm a little bit different, but that show, what our show is, it's just 9-10 months. We're doing really well. It's needed. Nothing's gonna be perfect. So when someone goes, I didn't like your reaction, you're not my fucking parent, first off. And I'm the first person, if I fuck up, I'll go, man, my bad. But David said it. So
and you co-signed it with facts, and that old FBA, forget about that shit. Yeah, that's what you said, facts.
villainize me is bullshit. That's
that shit. Like, bro, it's recorded online. Like you talking to people like we stupid. Like people didn't hear you say facts. And that old FBA shit, man. Forget that. Like people don't have ears.
Black shit. Just trying to have something to bitch about. See what we're doing.
And that's that old black shit. That's the what? Yeah, that's what you Negroes do. He said that he sounded mighty. He sounded mighty on White T80.
Point is, we're trying to work out our kinks. People are traumatized. Black Americans are traumatized. Caribbeans are traumatized. Africans are traumatized. Everybody's traumatized. Black women are traumatized. Black men are traumatized. So this is all coming from trauma. And this should be a therapeutic podcast. Got to talk about these things. But to just go, I'm disappointed. None of you motherfuckers are my parent. None of you. Nobody's perfect talking shit to me. You do a podcast and do better then. But my thing is, I'm doing this for the good of all of us to bridge a gap and all this, oh, you're a tether, you're a this, you can eat a dick. I'm just not talking to you, miss. I'm just saying in the general. But
okay,
you can eat a dick for real. I'm a tether, I'm a this, all these terms for a bunch of traumatized black folk. It's like, first of all, I'm a very well-read man when it comes to black life. Very well-read. I've done.
His argument is, I read a book. I'm FBA black because I read some books. You can't make this shit up.
Where in Chicago where in the Chicago area did he grow up?
He didn't grow up on South Side. I give you that.
I bet you was off of Foster somewhere.
Didn't nobody call him no nigga in Chicago? He lying.
Fuck it. Hold on, wait. Y'all said let's take it from there. Let's take it from there, and then we'll play out the rest. Let's do a round robin. Go ahead, Tito.
Look, man. Do you know how far out you got to go in the Chicago area for anybody who willing to fix their mouth? Maybe a Hispanic motherfucker, but they'd be like, man, you folks nigga or some shit like that. They not finna just come with the hard ER. Do you know how white people have a palpable fucking fear of black people in Chicago? It's some places where, like, I've been up north before, and I actually had a white man walk inside of his building and wait for me to pass by and then walk out and get in his car and drive away. You can't, and Mr. Oil tell you the same shit. You gotta go way out, like on the outskirts of Will County and Channahon or something before you will run into a white person that's actually willing to confront you and call you a nigga sober. That's just he lying, man. That's all cap. He must have been in Libertyville or some shit like that. And I hate when motherfuckers that's way out. Oh, I'm from Chicago. No, the fuck you're not, nigga. You from the edge of civilization, motherfucker. You're not from Chicago. Like, but the way that a lot of these tellers and a lot of these, they get themselves into trouble when they try to think that living in America and being that color is the same as being a black American. It's not. And trust me, wherever he lived in the Chicago area, those white people around him knew that he wasn't an American nigga. You know what I'm saying? They knew that. And I could tell just by looking at him sitting up there that he had his, awkward ass stage when he was in high school and when he was in grammar school. So the white boys he was around probably didn't see him as no real competition neither. You know what I'm saying? I know he probably got built like that after he got grown. You know what I'm saying? And went to the gym because if he was built like that when he was young, then he probably would have been playing football somewhere, which I ain't never heard about that nigga playing no football, especially because he in my generation. So no. So his experience would tend to be very, very different than your average black American that's growing up in the Chicago area, especially, really, really inside the Chicago area. So that's all cap, but a lot of them would be better served to just really avoid talking about, you see what the brother just said in the comment. Yeah, it'll be hard for you to pay a white motherfucker to say that shit to you. You know what I'm saying? But
he's a north side Foster Street tether. He went to Lane Tech.
He went to Lane Tech.
Yeah,
man, didn't nobody call that boy no nigga up there, man.
Exactly.
Didn't nobody call that boy no nigga up there.
Yeah, he's
up there, that's such a leftist ass area that hi Godfrey. That you know they'd be on his nuts anyway, man. Ain't nobody call that boy no nigga up there, man.
Nah, hell nah.
Ain't nobody
hell nah. They used to screen niggas up out of that damn school, right?
Yeah, ain't nobody call. And he'll be the exact type of motherfucker that they love to have in Lane Tech, black without being black. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then nobody but a lot of them will be better served to just like talk about it's all type of other shit they could talk about on their podcast with Black Americans. They'd be better served to do that shit, or at least not that they could talk about individual Black Americans without collectively talking about the Black American experience. They, you know what I'm saying? If it's a nuanced point to be had there, but a lot of them get themselves into trouble when they try to do what he said, and then when they double down with the gaslighting of any verbal discontent that a Black person says, oh well, you guys always want to play the victim, and come on, bro. What other race of people has lynchings that's on postcards? I'll wait.
Fact.
What other race of people gets castrated and the penises and the testicles are kept as souvenirs and mementos? What other race of people has enough slurs against them that could literally fill up an entire book? I'll wait. So after all that, you can't never say, oh, you're playing the victim. And I'll lay on my plane there.
All right, well played. So you wanted the piece of that?
This old hoe ass nigga is what we call one of those north side, tethers or whatnot. I'm sure Tito and Mr. O know the ilk or whatnot. They pretty much stay on that side of Chicago. I come across a couple of them bastards when I was out there or whatnot. They don't go to the south side at all like that. You know what I'm saying? Unless they coming down maybe to a festival with some shea butter and some damn incense. You know what I mean? As far as I'm concerned, he's part of the coalition that's essentially anti-blackmail anyway. You know what I mean? We've already did counterintelligence over there with the FBA movement to make sure that, we don't have no divestors, no fruit mongers, no immigrants, no none of that. You know what I'm saying? Get in there, because what they was trying to do is obviously co-opt the movement and stuff like that. And what people don't realize is we was already ahead of the game. You know what I mean? We kept, smelling, tether funk all over the white worshiping ass divestors. Then that led us to the whole immigrant stuff and immigration policy. And then obviously the disdain for Black men by the tethers. And then obviously the promotion of abortions by quiches and stuff like that. So by deduction, you know what I mean? By sheer deduction, me sitting up here looking at this shit with my Sherlock shit, you know what I mean? Me, Machismo, No News, Tito, and Mr. O, you know what I mean? Obviously seen where the play was, you know what I mean? And they mad that any sort of way they want to try to leak into the basement, we done sealed every crack, crevice, everything. You know what I mean? They can't creep their ass in this bitch. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, it's FBA supreme or nothing. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. You know what I mean? Salute to the freedmen. As far as 𝐷𝐿, yeah, it's a beginning of the end for him when it comes to any movie he's featured in. He knows what time it is. You know what I mean? He's seen what happened to Burner, Fat Joe. You know what I mean? Essence Fest. Keep on playing with us. You know what I mean? Keep on playing. You know what I mean? Now, you have a lot of people who do not obviously verbally subscribe to the FBA thing, but, people know the financial impact when them pockets is, feeling a little light. You know what I mean? So, there we go. I'll land my plane there.
All right, but I'm gonna pass it to O, and I'm gonna piggyback on something you said. Since I be watching like FBA content, stuff be popping up in my feed. So I was watching this boy from Southside Chicago. I watched this old head boy called Pharaoh said. He's an old head boy. He's Southside Chicago. But he said he's old, and he said he was making an observation because I was watching all this Godfrey content, so I'd have know what I wanted to clip for the show. But he said something very interesting, and it ties into the FBA thing. He said that he's watching the way that the FBA idea, just the idea itself, the ideology, how it's seeping into the crevices and the pores of the black consciousness. And he said I'm old. He's old. He's got to be like close to 70. And he said, I've been around a long time. And he said, the one thing is, he said, this FBA thing's not going anywhere. This foundational Black American, heritage American. And as a side quest, Clarence Thomas made this argument in his dissent, and Dennis Sperling mentioned it the other day, and it's a brilliant piece of observation. He said that the Black heritage American, that we were Americans before we were citizens, because the 14th Amendment made us citizens, but prior to that, we were Americans. That's a brilliant observation. But what the old-head Pharaoh said that was saying, he said that the way that Black people are, grabbing onto this slowly but surely, he said, we're going to be FBAs after this, foundational Black heritage. He said, because I've been around since they was calling us Negroes, then we was coloreds, then we was blacks, then we was African Americans. And that's what he was saying. He said, I've been around long enough to see how we adopt these identities. And he said, this FBA thing is not going anywhere. I just wanted to piggyback on that with that, because to Saul's point. But Mr. O, that's all yours. Your background noise good now?
Yeah, we good. Now look, hey Tito, I was surprised when you started out saying like, man, Godfrey ain't never been is you GD homie? Is you GD Holmes?
How about that?
Man, you know what I'm saying? That's the first thing when you gotta deal with racism, or whatever you want to call it here in the great city of Chicago, especially when you exiting out Cook County on 26 in California. That's the first thing that asks you. And since, I mean, granted, the north side ain't as well known as the south side and the west side of Chicago, but they do get busy. I mean, maybe not in all areas, especially Lincoln Park and Lakeview. We know about y'all, but I have run across some Simon City Rollers in my lifetime, and they white boys, and they get down just like us. So, you know, that's a different part of the game in Chicago. I won't get into on the stream right here, but going back to this Godfrey dude. Now Godfrey, he's trying to do his best. Y'all remember barbershop? Remember when the white boy that was working in the barbershop, he was driving around the Escalade, he was kissing and hugging up on that thick little black chick. He basically was trying to tell Neil Patrick Harris' character that I'm blacker than you. That's exactly what this nigga is trying to do with FBA. He want to go ahead and say, not only that I come from the most segregated city in Chicago, which is Chicago, I eat Harold's chicken, but my people come straight from the motherland. So technically, if you want me to be real, I'm more blacker than y'all.
That's facts.
See, when he started getting pressed and they started going and pressing his buns, he couldn't hold it no more. He had to go ahead and just say it like this. Yeah, I took y'all roles. Yeah, I might not be a funny dude, but I'm a comedian, so I took some of y'all American comedian spots. You know what I'm saying? And I could get away with it because, you know, I got hair. I got a fake mohawk, and that's nothing y'all can do about it. That's exactly what he was trying to pontificate on these people podcasts and everything. Hey, Godfrey. Hey. I was going to tell you with that podcast you and David had basically trying to ish on us black men. Y'all can mock y'all David. Y'all already seen David. He went from going playing MLK to now he's just a role playing Netflix called actor. See, they losing their power, and I love it. I land my plane there.
Oh yeah, David basically ended his entire fucking career on that podcast. Nobody's gonna go see his movies after that shit. In the case, you just take the Nigerian accent, and add a little slavery and subservience, and then you get a Southern accent. That's crazy to say some shit like that. No news says this. He's spot on. He said, hell, they let immigrants pillage the Freedmen's Bank a few years back. That was supposed to be a financial institution for us. Get these tethers out of here. And like I said, this is what it's coming down to. Resources. So let me play the tail end of this, and then we'll play the second Godfrey segment.
Mounds of going to see the minister, a Savior's Day, all kinds of shit. I met Stokely Carmichael. I met Francis Cress Welsing. I met all these people. Did you?
You know what that is? That's the equivalent to, I've got black friends. I'm not racist. That's the equivalent of what he's doing right now.
Did you?
Oh. Yeah, I would say, bro, I was just, look, you said you BB2. I was just saying, like, man, I got black friends. Again, I eat Harold's chicken, I eat rib tips, you know what I'm saying? I go to Bulls games, you know, I'm black, I'm down.
Yeah, the fact that he's saying this and he doesn't even hear how it fucking sounds.
I can question a lot of people on that.
Listen, I was in college at the same time. Let me just say real quick.
You know what I mean? If we're gonna do a measure on blackness, I'll probably stomp most of you.
This is what that's my point. We're gonna do a measure, nigga, because you read some books and you met Farrakhan. don't mean your people fought in the Civil War, homie.
It's not sensitivity. It ain't sensitivity. Don't fucking ever say that to me. It's not sensitivity. It's passion because I'm on point. I'm not here to make you like, don't try to play good guy like, you know, you're getting sensitive. No, this is passionate shit. And I'm real about it. When people go, oh, you shouldn't have done, fuck all of that.
I know, but what I'm trying to tell you is you
open.
Ain't this whole attitude on some like, who are you Akatas to question me? That's the tone.
Looking off, Godfrey. I wasn't.
What'd you say?
Like that. I'm telling you.
What you
always
say, Akata?
That.
Always, but then you get one little thing, and you guys, all as much as I speak up for black women, what do you think that does to me in this business when I'm speaking up for you guys?
Like he was elected to be the spokesperson for black people, black women, for black women, let alone black. Yo, this is really on some condescending, like white overseer shit. Like the whole psychology of this conversation that he's having, and the fact that it doesn't even register with him proves that he's not like us. He's a tether.
I speak up for you motherfuckers all the time. Most celebrities in Hollywood don't say a goddamn thing about y'all. And I'm always opening my mouth for you guys. I try my best. But I do one thing. You guys just go off. Oh,
I
look.
get it. All right.
Can I say one thing?
No, go ahead. Take it at the top. We're going to do another round robin on this tail end. Go ahead.
Look, I hate to say this, but black people need these tethers, whether it be Caribbean or people from the continent. Well, black FBA, Black American people need Nigerians, like Nigerians need a snowblower. And I'll go ahead and pass the mic right there.
Yo, No News is drawing. This nigga said Godfrey looked like a 1990s lesbian with them glasses.
100.
Yo!
Damn.
He said he looked like a 1990s lesbian. He do.
Yeah, this nigga out here looking like Yvette from Eidos. That
nigga looked like a dark-skinned Yvette Cardell. That's crazy.
He like Grace Jones. He like Grace Jones with the gazelles on.
Yo, that's funny as shit.
Nah, y'all wild for that. Man, you stupid. All right, bro, we out. Already, fam. I'll holler at y'all.
My brother, these Akatas always think we are the same.
That is why we must stay together.
They do not understand we are different.
Damn, I left my phone.
Our parents did not come here to play. Back home, if you do not hustle, you do not survive. Education first, work first. We came here with nothing.
And still became doctors, engineers, business owners. Meanwhile, these Akatas think everything should be handed to them. They do not like hard work.
They always want shortcuts.
Our mentality is different.
Yo. Nah. Do the African voice again.
Yo, yeah, he said Godfrey got the Whoopi Goldberg locks. Yo, Saul, would you want a piece of that tail end of this clip before we pull up the next one?
Nah. I mean, he speaks with some fucking audacity or whatnot. You know, I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean? This is what it is. What I want for you old cookout Negroes, you punk bitch motherfuckers keep inviting every goddamn body. You know what I mean? So anytime I come across them, I'll call them out for the punk bitch ass niggas that they are, because these are the niggas that allow, these Latinos to say nigga, allow motherfuckers like Godfrey to say nigga, for these sort of cultural interlopers and shit like that. You know what I mean? A lot of the motherfuckers got disdain for us any goddamn way. So fuck them. I'm so as far as to say, hey, what up, my you know what I'm saying, my bush meat, you know what I'm saying? You know what I be saying? What up, nigga? What up, my bush meat? You feel me? What up, my booty scratcher? What up, my spick? You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's to that point. That's where I'm at with it. I land my plane there.
All right, facts. Yo, well, Tito, then to the point that I was making earlier, like this, that I pointed out, this, what do you call it? I know a lot about Black history. I met these other Black people, so that by default makes me Black, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Which is my point, that just because you read some goddamn books don't mean that your peoples fought in the Civil War. Because that's what that's a blanket statement, but that's what it comes down to.
Well, let's pause here. Let's pause here. Champs first. Okay. You mind explaining yourself a little more? You're respectfully, you free to come up.
Yeah, I'll drop the link, Champs, if you want. He said
and that also can go for Art New Star if you just want to come up. Just to join the panel.
Yeah, all right. If you want to come up, let me know. I'll drop the link. He said Godfrey looks like Roxy Rubber from the Jeffersons.
Yeah, but I'm over here crying laughing on that one.
So Chance first, I'm gonna just say this, man. Why is it so difficult? Okay, and we've said this on the show numerous times, right? We have no problem with brothers across the pond, not at all. You know what I mean? As long as they brothers, as far as, okay, yeah, all right, fair enough. But fair enough. All right, he clarified himself. All right.
Yeah, you guys and you people. Yeah, that's what I was saying. The you guys and you people thing.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
No, but go ahead and finish making
but
your
I will
point.
say
Your point though, Saul, because
for the public record.
Yeah, for the public record.
For the public record. We have no problem with Jamaicans. We have no problems with Black Brits. We have no problems in general, you know what I'm saying, as far as those who truly reciprocate. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you respect me, I respect you. Live and let live. You know what I'm saying? But you're not about to come over here and shit on me. You're not about to come in my house, you know what I'm saying, with some goddamn muddy ass shoes, slap me in my motherfucking face and tell me I should be grateful that my brother got a goddamn comedy and record deal from you. You ain't about to, you know what I'm saying, Rick James my ass. It ain't going down like that. You know what I mean? Everybody else gets to celebrate their nationality. You know what I'm saying? But since y'all have a culture of deifying white people, y'all can't seem to separate the American identity from white people. The white people that y'all worship are motherfuckers that came probably 50 to 70 years before y'all did. You know what I'm saying? We've been here. We built this shit for what it is. Where do you think all the capital and the riches and everything else came from? I've said it before. Blood, indigo, rice, cotton, and sugar. You know what I'm saying? Red, white, motherfucking blue. You know what I mean? We built this shit for real, for real. Anything else is a mockery. We have no problem with y'all doing what y'all doing and celebrating y'all shit. And in fact, we support it. We'll continue to support it. But do not shit on us. That's all we asking, right? I mean, you see what the South Africans is doing? Oh, and ironically enough, as the South Africans putting a boot to y'all ass and stuff like that. I'm talking about Nigerians, Ghanaians, all y'all, right? Guess who is actually exclusively welcomed over there? Anybody want to get?
Oh, Black Americans, FBA.
Freedmen.
Yeah.
We good over there. Stop playing. I'll land my plane there.
No,
hey, my bad, Chancellor. My bad.
No, you spotted. Yo, Champs ain't fucking around. He want everybody to know. My lineage. Champs ain't fucking around.
Yeah, he's like, niggas is paranoid and shit. Oh, there's a contractor.
Come
on up, contractor.
I just dropped the link for you, contractor. He said my lineage is strictly American. I could trace back to the late 1700s. Yeah, like I told you, my men in my family, we fought in every war since the Revolutionary War. Well, we were Revolutionary War. We was I got members of my family was in those militias and shit. Not the Continental Army, but those militias and shit.
Motherfuckers ain't sitting up here 24/7. You know what I'm saying? Veiny dick and all out. You know, those Nigers, those. You know what I'm saying? We ain't doing that, but y'all be doing that shit to us 24/7. Enough is enough is enough. Fuck out of here. I'm talking about from liberty. I honestly look. We even did you a solid. Not only did we build this country, right? Our black men defected to the Philippines and built their country. Oh, bet y'all didn't know that though. You know what I'm saying? Right? You know what I mean? That hip hop, that swag, Latin America, places that don't even listen to hip hop. They lining their hair up. You know what I'm saying? They wearing Timbs and stuff like that. Yeah, imagine America without us. This shit will be as corny as San Antonio Spurs fucking basketball, bruh. We the sauce. Let's stop playing here. I let my plane, man. My bad, man. I'm just tired of the bullshit.
All right, guys. I dropped in the chat that link, contractor. I dropped the link for you and for Art. Oh wait, there go Art right there. All right, bet. Hold on. Yo, Tito, like I was saying, can you the point that I made, you know, because that's Godfrey's whole shtick. Like I've read this book. I know he's an encyclopedia, which is actually a classic, a tale of him being a cosplayer. Like I'm an American black. I don't go around spouting Black American history because I'm fucking FBA. Like, yeah, I'm black. Like, and you know, in other news, water is wet. But speak to that point of like this false intellectualism and the academicization of knowing Black history and using that as a costume to validate you being blacker than someone that's FBA, which completely separates from the line of it being a lineage. Like I keep saying, just because you read out on books don't mean that you're fucking somebody in your family fought in the fucking Civil War, because that's a big thing. That leads to Reconstruction, and then after that, World War I, World War II. The argument is blood in the fucking soil, and like I said, even the most racist white boys will tell you, like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're niggers, but they're Americans. Let's just keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? Tito, that's all you.
Appeals to sophistication about how much Black history that you might have digested by going to lectures, symposiums, or by studying in school and all of that still doesn't make you a Black American, and it still doesn't mean that you have the skin in the game politically that so-called Black people have, right? Because at the end of the day, you can go to another country, whatever country that you're from. At the end of the day, you can actually, depending on what your relationship with your people is there, draw on resources there. And it's even individual like scholarships and shit that's available for you based off of your lineage. So, and white people use you as a pawn to divide Blackness and try to, you know, requisition control of Blackness. So none of that makes you Black. And when people make those types of appeals to sophistication, what it serves to do is to like shine a spotlight on the bullshit that they own. You know what I'm saying? Because you sound crazy when you're talking to a Black American person and then you try to tell them what their business is. You try to tell them what they should think about shit or what perspective that they should have on historical or political events, when again, you don't even have the same skin in the game when these events go down as they do. You got a place to run and hide. You don't, and not just literally to another country when I say run and hide, but you got kind of a ideological place to hide. You know what I'm saying? Because after all, you're not really a Black American. Fact. You can always be like, oh, well, that's as soon when the flat blackness thing begins to get negative, that's when they pull back and say, oh, well, that's not my culture. Fact. You know what I'm saying? But then when there's grant money to be had, when there's benefits to be had, when there's getting the business off the ground and you want to be able to put a sign in the window to say I'm Black owned, oh yeah, then they all there for it. 100. But then when shit get thick and the rubber meets the road, then they run to, oh, well, that's not my culture. We're not going for that shit no more. And people like this need to recognize the moment that we in right now and just fall the fuck back.
No, 100%. The zeitgeist of the moment has changed, and it's powerful. Spot on, yo, Art. Yeah. You there, Playboy?
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yeah. You sound good. Hey, welcome back, Art. Salute to the panel in the chat. I know you on the tail end of this. We're about to do another Godfrey segment, but if you was listening, you want to tail end piece of this before I go to the next segment?
Yeah, just a little bit, and piece of the brothers on the panel and piece of the chat. The missing part that Godfrey had was, okay, he did the name dropping and all that, but he didn't brag about putting in the work.
Facts.
That was the part that I've been noticing. I thought about it. Some people do know me enough where I have Nation of Islam. And matter of fact, I married into it and everything. So when I name drop, then I can also pull out pictures and things that I've done with the brothers that I name drop with, even down to, I know Brother Tito knows Brother Mustafa. So we used to break bread a lot when he came out here, Dr. Khalid and everybody. So like I said, people name drop, but as far as doing the work and pushing programs and stuff like that, that's the part to where people of my age and maybe around my age could really pull his card. He could have just name dropped and then kept it pushing. But the problem was that every time he got in trouble, he name dropped and thought that that's going to keep people quiet, but it just made people more curious. And they start digging, and all of a sudden, boom. He's in a whole, what they say, a whole heap of trouble. So I don't know how he's going to start buttering his bread from then on, but I'll wait for the next round.
No, 100%. No, the more he's talking, the more he's digging a hole for himself, and that's a good segue because the part of what you said, because you made reference to people digging, and I'm doubling down on the Godfrey thing more so because one I've had the Saul knows I've had this inkling about Godfrey for more than a year plus. I've been peeping this shit, and I've been saying to Saul, like, man, I'm gonna go at this dude Godfrey. I'm just waiting for him to make a mistake. I've been saying this for like almost a year because I've been peeping this little shit. I just had no idea he was going to step in it this bad. And then, like, to my surprise, because we didn't even get to cover this last week, I'm watching everybody else on the internet do it, and I'm like, okay, so they are seeing the same thing. So I just want to double down on it in terms of nuance. Afro Elite, shout out to that podcast. That's the next segment I'm going to play. He did a bunch of bang. Here we go. Contractor, what's up, man? You ain't been up here in a minute. Is your mic? You gotta unmute yourself, man. Contractor, can you hear me? I added you to the stage. You gotta unmute yourself. I can't unmute you. All right, he's gonna have to work that out. whatchamacallit? No, but I was saying is here's my thing. What I did notice about this podcast, I didn't know why it was called 154. It's supposed to be 54 countries in Africa, right? But what I noticed every episode I watched, it was they're both Nigerian and they'll invite other Africans on. But the conversation is never about, because there's a ton of shit to talk about in Nigeria. There's a ton of shit to talk about in these other African countries. A lot of it not good. But all of the conversation is about FBA stuff. So you got no FBAs on there. Dave Anderson made that observation earlier this week. So, and it's a lot of tongue-in-cheek and like sneak dissing on FBAs with no FBA there. And you'll talk on FBA issues, but it's from acculturated Africans here. And it appears to me, from what I've seen in the demographics, that they have a huge African audience. So you've got tethers here in America talking about FBAs to an African audience overseas. It's a lot of weird shit. And then at the same time, sideways trying to discredit the FBA ideology because, that works out well for the Democratic base, because a lot of the FBA talking points are like, what are we getting from the Democratic Party? Which goes to a nice segue to the next video I'm going to play, because Afro Elite did his research, and what do we find out? The entire podcast is produced and executive produced by a white lesbian. Can't make this shit up. Who's backed by DSC money? You can't make this shit up. So we got two Nigerians backed by a white lesbian and a lesbian pro-immigration organization getting DNC money, bro. You can't make this shit up. And I'm not.
You see God.
Okay, so I'm gonna let some of this play, and then we going round robin. Yo, contractor, you fix your mic, Playboy?
Can you hear me?
Yo, there you go. What up, Playboy? What's up, man? Say what's up to the chat, the panel, man. We ain't had you up here in a minute.
Salute, brothers. How y'all doing? My internet is trash. I'm out here in the boonies, man. So it's not gonna last. I just wanted to drop in real quick and say what's up to y'all. That's pretty much it, man.
No, that's cool, man. Stay as long as you can. I'll put you at the top of the round robin if you want to say something, man. Good to have you back, man. Voltron, Tia, Saul put it in the motherfucking chat. Voltron alert. We had Wrench on here like 2 or 3 weeks ago. All we need is hot sauce to pop up, and we right back at it. Voltron alert. Let's fucking go.
Godfrey bound to see somebody else.
Say what?
One thing I forgot to mention too. Don't forget that Nigeria is named after a white woman.
How about that?
Named after a white woman, something like that.
No, 100%. And then I was looking at the history, and they sold the original leaders. They sold it for I don't know how much to the bro. It's a shitty history.
Let me show y'all somebody that he's real plugged in with, y'all. Y'all look at your screen. Look who Godfrey had a conversation with Joyless Flea about. Yeah, just to let everybody know that thinks that Godfrey is a rider or an ally, fam, look who he had a hell of a lot.
Okay, yeah, the Roland Martin thing is a no-brainer. I want to get to the lesbian Becky that backs this.
Oh, that's Black Alpha Network.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Black Alpha. Oh yeah, my bad. I was saying Alpha. I was saying Afro Elite. It's Black Alpha Network. Yeah, that's it. No, but my man did his homework. He did his homework.
I know, but hey, for y'all that don't know, hey, y'all go over there and subscribe to him, man. hey, y'all giving, this is one of the one big rider for Daily Nation movement here, man. In case people sleep, man. Y'all gonna be over there rolling, man. I don't think people prepare for him. But go on ahead, man. Go ahead.
Wait, no news said I've been seeing Hot Sauce be on the Roger report. Hot Sauce is he's still in I think China or Shanghai. So he could do Roger in the morning because I think it's nighttime. over where he's at when Roger's on. And he's been on Roger for years. But yeah, this is Black Alpha. But he did his research, so let's go.
Of the 150 Horror Podcast. She's a very good friend of your boy Godfrey. Y'all look at your screen. I want everybody right now on your screen to say hello to Heather Pink. Heather Pink is the executive behind the 154 podcast. Yes, the hell she is. Heather Pink is a super duper plugged in Democratic shield. Heather Pink is absolutely 1 billion% against foundational Black Americans. Receipts. Y'all look at this right here, fam. She's the co-founder and CEO of Pink Deer. Yes, she's been rolling with your boy Godfrey for some damn time. Look at your screen again, foundational Black Americans. Look at this right here. Her, Akbar, African conjunction with Heather Pink and Christian CJ Deer, a Democratic Shield guy, with all four serving as the producers on the podcast show. Fam, you see why you get all this anti-foundational Black American rhetoric? Do you see why these people are always talking reckless about foundational Black Americans? This is a damn W woman. This show is ran and sponsored by a W woman. And if you want to see some of the things that this W woman supports, I'm going to tell you right now, it's everything that's anti-foundational Black American. There ain't one thing in there that's pro-Black American anything, but everything in there is pro-Democratic Party. You damn right it is. Look even further, family, at this woman. Y'all see right there? This is who Godfrey hangs out with. Pink Deer, LLC, a social media counseling agency.
That's code for a distribution network for DNC propaganda. Social media consulting agency. Yeah, it's a distribution node.
Focus on strategy and content execution to create engaging communities for brands and influencers. Fam, this woman is an executive on the damn show. This is Godfrey's business partner. This woman right here that you see, Heather Pink. Heather Pink, really? God damn. Look at this though, fam. If I want to show y'all, we did some looking at her social media, and fam, let me show y'all some of the things that they are. Oh yeah, expose. We got you, Godfrey. You're stuck now. You know you done effed up, right? You know Black Alpha done entered the room. You better run. This is her and the CJ Deer guy, Democratic Shield. They are partners. Yes, the hell.
Both fruit mongers.
They are. This is some of their social media. Every piece of content on 154 Africa is made to connect. We're so proud to see that translating in podcasts first few months since launching. Godfrey, this looks just like the people who colonized Nigeria. Maybe Godfrey loves Heather Pink so much because Heather Pink reminds Godfrey of the people who colonized his homeland. He's got the homeland connections. I told y'all there's always a W behind an African. This is what I call the Afropeans right here in the Euro Africans. Look at this, fam. Even furthermore, look at her right there, fam. Playing. There go your boy Akbar, Milk Dud. This is them all in the background. Receipts. Building brand loyalty. Signed Godfrey up for all of this. Yes, they did. Yes, the hell they did. What about this, fam? Look at Godfrey and Mr. Milk Dud. This is all on the Pink Deer website. Heather Pink is in, yeah, Pink Deer. No lie, y'all. Pink Deer. No lie. Heather Pink. This is Godfrey's business partner. And you wonder why you get Africa, Africa, Africa. Democrat, Democrat, Democrat. Uh-oh. You knew it was coming. You knew it was coming, Black folks. There you go, y'all. There goes the CJ Deer guy who's Heather Pink's business partner, and you knew you'd see a picture with Kamala. There you go, fam. This is why you see Joyless Flea on the show. This is why Godfrey crashes out for Roland Martin. This is why Godfrey is anti-foundational Black America. This is why he's out here calling our women out their names.
All right, that's enough right there. The other part is that I'm not even going to play is he found a list of all of the organizations that her organization funds, and they're all immigrant organizations. They're like different NGOs, and so they're funneling all of this money. It's a whole bunch of organizations, but of the, let's say there were 10 of them, 7 of them were immigrant organizations, like, you know, the improvement of this immigrant this and this immigrant that. So yeah, it's an entire long it's a USAID funneling system. Contractor, I know your internet gonna go. You want to say something about this at the top before I pass it to Saul? Contractor, you gotta mute yourself. All right, he might be out. His internet might be down. Go ahead. Well, Saul, you're the one that called You're the one that called this months ago in our conversations. What say you?
Well, you know, it was no news in Tito as well as you. You know, we all kind of, and I don't know about this. So, anybody knows anything about something called The Talk? Because it looks like she's involved with that too.
No.
You know, anybody out there, any researchers, anybody out there who could you know, do some intel, let us know about The Talk through CBS. You might go on ahead and just dropping it, you know, just for reference sake, either the link, so you know our guys could actually do some research on those orgs, or you know, just going ahead and play it, because I'm actually curious, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
No, I gotta pull. It's clipped out of I clipped this out of the entire stream. I'll pull up the original video and screen share it.
Okay. Fair enough.
I was just trying to give you guys some additional reference because it was going on for a while. We got to do a long round robin.
Okay. All right. So let me just be real quick with this, just to respect other people's time, man. Look, man, like I said before, man, there's an army of people 24/7, you know what I'm saying, on the job, you know what I mean, to promote nothing but abortions and obviously fruit mongering within our community, because, you know, I mean, both of those is as bad as red water for the red man. I mean, fire water for the red man. You know what I mean? This is a genocidal bid. You know what I mean? And you see all these people who are invested in it. So I say, don't miss a step, don't miss a heartbeat. Start checking people, their lineage, and go from there, man, because we know what time it is. You know what I mean? Hold that vote, man. Hold out, man. It'll throw the system into sort of chaos. Right now, you see the Democrats and the Democrat socialists, they're having a little civil war in New York, you know. So, you know, that's kind of messing stuff up for them. So I say we just sit back and watch the show, to be honest with you. I'll land my plane there.
All right, well played, sir. Yo, Art, that's all you. I'm gonna give you some airtime. What's your take on Miss Pink and that this Africa-centered show that only seems to talk about disparagingly about FBAs, that they let wanton disrespect go on, seems to be funded and partnered by a Democratic white lesbian and apparently a gay man. What say you? Can't make it up. We're not making it up.
You got a lot of people that's focusing on the hooded racist people, but they kind of look the I call them legitimate for the sake of YouTube. They look past their racism, you know, and they do a lot of stuff. Whether, I mean, they'll fire you with a smile. You know what I mean? They would break black family, but make it look like it's beneficial. You know, they do a lot of stuff underhandedly, but at the same time, try to look like the good guy, the helper. A lot of our sisters have bought that hook, line, and sinker. That's why a lot of our sisters, their whole ideal of a black family is just the mother and the children. That's it. And She didn't come up with that. She had help from people like the lady that's sponsoring the Godfrey show. So that's the hidden hand that people don't like to talk about for political reasons. But apparently, you got people on the right that's doing a little bit more to expose them. I've been noticing that. And then also, I have to ask, like, going back to Gotti trying to validate his blackness, talking about I'm more blacker than you because I read these books and blah blah blah. My question is, like in a real world, what would constitute you as being more blacker than someone? Is it what you eat, what you listen to? Because I already know, like all of us here on the panel would know is who we are. But in an argument though, and then back and forth, how would you prove that? What would you say? Because obviously the stuff that Godfrey was saying, it just went from one ear out the other, because it's like that don't make you more blacker than us just because you read some things from our scholars. You participated. Participated. I would say that, or consumed in our culture, whether it's hip hop, whether it's John Henry Clark speeches, or even he talks about Maz Mariam over there in Chicago, talks about HBCUs. But what have you? I mean, that's my thing. Is like, how will we be able to answer that question coming from us? Because I think if they were asking someone like us, I think it'll take 3-4 hours, maybe a whole day for us to answer that because of our experiences.
Mm-hmm.
But going back to Ellen DeGeneres, I think that
I just called that.
I think that is their norm, is to champion anything that separates the black family, and in her case, the black diaspora. So if she knows that there is some kind of spook that's set by the door in reverse, then they're going to fund it. They play innocent. That's like throwing there.
No, I think that's spot on. All right, Tito, I'm gonna give it to you. You can pass it. We're making good time. We are at the 127 mark. Just enough time to do Colin McGregor next. But Tito, take your time with this, because me, you, No News, because we covered the original Divert and Hate memo and all of that. So there's a through line from the Divert and Hate to the USAID, and now this looks like starting to be the reconstitution of things. We were talking about the new podcast with the fresh mics and the studios, and lo and behold, we done caught ourselves Ellen DeGeneres, liberal white woman, and another fruit monger financing and producing something that's supposed to be all African, but by default disparaging the FBA. More political subterfuge. What say you?
Man, look, man, I'm gonna tell you something. One of them old school Land Rovers that they sold with the power takeoff with the winch couldn't pull them out of the credibility hole that they in right now. Every time somebody does these type of investigations and then find something like this, it only makes people believe any leftist just a little bit less, a lot less every time, right? And y'all should feel real vindicated, because not just me, but a lot of other brothers that's content creators and our constituents have been trying to tell people for the longest. I started sounding the alarm bell back in like 2015 about, these ready-made ass podcasts, and when this shit was real expensive, you know what I'm saying? Like in the heyday of Best Buy in Circuit City, where like a fucking USB mic was fucking $120. Remember them days? And the stand that you put it on might have been another $80 when this shit cost real bread. Yep. And you had people popping up with like this pristine audio and you know, these super snazzy computer setups and shit. And we was like, hey, yo, what the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? Because we know that even a regular person spending money on that type of setup back then, you know, they collarbones would be showing through their t-shirt because they wouldn't have nothing to eat. You know what I'm saying? But they tried to pass it off to us like this was just some regular citizen doing a podcast, and we was trying to tell motherfuckers, no, these people are being funded, and now it's all coming out. It's all coming out. I don't think Godfrey is just gonna be one of many. I think that before we get to these midterms, that it's gonna come out all of these motherfuckers that's been funded. The grits and eggs, nigga, all of these motherfuckers, and a lot of these divested channels, they go be the next motherfucking shoe to drop. Watch. You go find out that a lot of your favorite divested channels that they got funded by these people too. And by the way, all of these soft life influencers and shit, a lot of y'all need to watch out before y'all end up getting locked up for the Mann Act. Straight up. I'll let my plane there.
All right, well played. No, and I think that is spot on. Speaking of which, because I keep saying like all these new Keke Palmer's got a podcast now. Every A-list, every B-list, C-list, D-list Keisha has got a podcast now, and every washed up video vixen, they're trying to flood the zone. Mr. O, it's all yours, man. Take us home.
So it's finally coming out that the DNC by proxy party, but I wonder how much funding the SPLC had done with Mr. Godfrey. I like our homeboy made his name. It's not Godfrey, but Godfrey. I wonder how much SPLC money was part of this podcast and broadcast with this particular lesbianic woman. Them Nigerian dudes sure know how to go ahead and get them a WW, right? The white T girl. They know how to really get behind. Or
yeah, they love mayonnaise.
Oh yeah. Speaking of some of these people with nice polished studios and microphones and podcasts, and ones that's coming at the brothers, even the ones from the what you call them, Saul, from the fruit manga brigade. Like y'all remember a few weeks ago, this particular character by the name of Funky Dineva.
Yeah, I think even them statements Funky Dineva making, I believe somebody's funding him to make them statements, like the black men and the cancer of the community and shit. Somebody's paying him to say that.
So they thought we was not gonna follow the money. Look, Lester Freeman, ironically Freeman, through the wire from the TV show. I like how I'm connecting this. It always tell you the first thing from the first season. He said, whatever you do, we follow the money. So we followed the money. The trail led us clearly right here to these Tether Netherwells and Nigeria. You said he was also in cahoots with Roland Martin.
Oh yeah, he's in cahoots with Roland. Yeah, I jumped past that because I wanted to get to the Ellen DeGeneres chick. But yeah, and he's all pro Haiti. We got all the clips to him like respect Haiti and blah 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 blah. Your bloodline, and that they was making a point like, oh, you understand Haitian lineage, but you don't understand Black American lineage.
Hey chat and panel. What do you call when you have a Nigerian and a Haitian in the same room? We call that voodoo economics.
Nigga.
It's like the IMF and Papa Legba started a hostile takeover. One season your asset, the others season your spirit. And I'll let my plane there.
All right, I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, Storm, man, I got set my Rumble up, man. I've been concentrating hard on trying to get fucking profitable on YouTube and get I'll be fighting the algorithm. They done switched the algorithm again, man. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that last part. All right, cool. Good segments, gentlemen. We at the 135. Let's do this Colin McGregor and let's do this McGregor going out like it was so short. I watched it right before we went on. Let's do this McGregor tearing his ACL beginning of the goddamn fight. It's just crazy. And get the hell up out of here, because this shit goofy. Hold on, I'm doing a screen share right now. Oh, hold on, let's make fun of Mitch McConnell real quick though. There we go. Yo, the AI is.
Go ahead.
Wait, can you say it? Yeah. And this is why we need term limits in the Senate and the Congress, because this shit is out of fucking control. And he was already glitching like fucking years before. All right, here, let's do this. Oh, come on, man.
He needs some milk.
Now, this shit was so short, we're going to run it again.
Hey, man, the reason that we doing this segment is to finally destroy any notions that MMA productions and MMA fans and MMA fighters had of superiority of martial arts or professional combat sports. This shit right here would never happen in boxing. Now, is that to say that nobody that was past their prime ever, made an ill-advised comeback in boxing? Sure. You know what I'm saying? Is that to say that somebody wasn't ready for a fight and might have had an injury maybe before a fight? Sure, it's happened in boxing. But even those things in boxing wouldn't have led to such a spectacular failure in such a built-up fight as this. Oh, and another thing, in boxing, we would never be this excited over somebody this washed up. People that come back past their prime normally is kind of a curiosity, you know what I'm saying, kind of a sad show thing to us in boxing. But they treated this shit like this was like they treated this shit like it was haggling Hearns for this dude to be coming back, right? But I mean, the thought pattern and the strategy that a lot of MMA motherfuckers put into fights, it's certain people that I would exempt from that, and we talked about them before we started the show. When you talk about Anderson Silva, GSP, John Jones, I would say Bass Rutten, Mirko Cro Cop. Them motherfuckers was technicians, right? But the vast majority of these motherfuckers, they just, I don't know what they be thinking in these fights. And this is one more incident right here. Like, why would you come that early in the fight with such an aggressive ass fucking move, bruh? Like, even if you didn't have any prior injuries, like it was a risky move offensively. It could have led to a big counter. It could have led to all type of shit. It could have led to the dude catching you with a low leg kick when you was like in mid wind up for this shit and breaking your leg. Like, you know what this is like. But just imagine, like I said to y'all earlier, just imagine if Broner had been retired, not Broner, but if Deontay Wilder had been retired for like 10 years, and then he come back, and then he started as soon as they ring the bell, he run out of the corner with like this wild looping ass left hook and dislocate his shoulder, and you can see the bone sticking out by his collarbone. The first thing people will ask is, why would he like start off the fight with such an aggressive? And they would be right in asking that. This is crazy that he would even do this early in the fight. You know what this is like? This is like meeting a woman at her house for a blind date, and when she walk out, you roll her skirt up and spin her around and rip the back of her pantyhose and then lick her asshole out. That's how aggressive and crazy this is, bro.
That's a hell of a metaphor.
That's how aggressive and crazy this shit is, bro.
That's a hell of a metaphor, nigga. That shit caught me off guard.
I mean, imagine the look that'd be on her face. Like,
you're right. But that's a hell of a metaphor. Like, damn, that is aggressive.
Like, why, man? But this would never happen in boxing. I promise you, this will never happen in boxing, because the more seasoned fighter, which McGregor is supposed to be, would start off with a jab to try to feel the other guy, probe the other guy's defense. This shit is crazy, man. This shit is crazy. And now I wonder what the fuck Dana White is gonna do, because I checked, and the last top 10 sales of pay-per-views of a UFC, 7 of them was Conor McGregor. So now that your cash cow don't end his fucking career in such a spectacular fashion, now what? Now that you don't sealed all of these other fighters out of there, now what? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man.
Spot on. Yo, Lion, Red Lion, I owe you a drop, homie. I owe you a drop. I got carried away. Running the panel. The Red Lion gave us the $4.99 early in the show. Actually, I might have gave you a drop, but just in case I didn't, this one's for you and Gabe, and then I'll give you the vodka.
Introducing the one, the only, the Laugh Out Laugh plush pal Ticklish Tether.
I love bush beat.
Pull the tether and hear silly sayings, goofy giggles, and laugh attacks that keep the whole room cracking up.
I work hard, unlike the lazy akatas.
Ticklish Tether. Pull the string, start the giggles. Ticklish Tether is fun for all ages.
I want some egusi soup, nigga.
Pull the tether string and enjoy hours of laugh attacks that will keep you in stitches.
You FBA are jealous of my success, nigga.
Ticklish Tether. Fake degrees and musty t-shirts sold separately.
Man, fuck all you hoes. Fuck you and your mammy and your granny too. I'm sick of this shit. Fuck all you hoes. Don't give a damn, bitch, what you wanna do.
All right, perfect. Y'all laughing in the chat. Yeah, whatchamacallit? Here, Art, in case you gotta go, let me get you at the top. I don't know if you were in the MMA. I'm in the MMA. I just didn't see this fight.
And can I say something else?
Okay, go ahead.
If a couple or a trio of handsome black male fighters emerge in MMA, is gonna be all over with anyway, because the whole reason MMA even motherfucking exists is it became extremely hard for American white dudes to win belts at the end of the 80s. That's the only reason this shit even exists, bro. Because niggas like Vinny Sutherland and they couldn't win belts. I remember white people was hanging they motherfucking hopes on Vasily Girov and shit, a fucking cruiserweight, and Tony stepped in there and beat the shit out of that boy. Yeah, that's the only reason this shit exists, man. Straight up.
Art, you want a piece of that at the top? What you want? I don't know if you gotta go.
Yeah, I kind of checked out of boxing since the heavyweight division just became trash. And then as far as people know what I'm talking about. But for the most part, I mean, I met Silva in the airplane or at the in the airplane going to Brazil. So
You talking about Anderson Silva? No, I like Silva. Silva's a warrior. And a
him
real
and Joe
fighter.
him and Joe Jackson were on the same plane.
Okay.
That was a trip. Nice dude. So, I mean, other than that, look like the McGregor dude. I think also his life away from the ring is catching up with him. So he might as well just bow gracefully instead of being embarrassed, because it seemed like that's what's going to happen for the rest of his career. That's the best I can give.
No, I got you. But his leg being fucked up, this is why he was out last time. He busted his whole shit up. So if that shit not being repaired, I'm surprised he ain't even out there with what you call ankle wraps and a knee wrap on, considering his situation. So yeah, that's just goofy later. Connor's washed. His training tapes looked good, but he's washed. But yeah, he goofy for being out there without his ankle wrapped and his knees wrapped in the fucking first place. Considering that's how he got put out of that last fight with his fucking knee getting dislocated. So yeah. Saul, you want a piece of that?
To be honest with you, I mean, I was gonna say the same thing. Boxing is a real gentlemanly sport. There's some sort of skill to it, patience, lots of money, fanfare. This is kind of trailer trash bastardized version of it. I mean, I remember, was it 97? I brought was it the Octagon and pay-per-view, and I mean, I never really cared since, to be real with you. You know what I mean? To be quite honest. Y'all remember when this stuff first popped up in around, was it 97, 98, somewhere in there? But
yeah, I've been following MMA for a while. Since way back. Chuck Liddell, all of a lot of the early fighters is Rampage, Jackson. I even watched Bellator.
Yeah, just not my thing, man. Just not my thing. I do got a side question for Art. You said you was on the plane with Joe Jackson?
Yeah, what a fine Asian chick. I was like, okay, man.
Oh,
she was fine.
Hey, yeah, you know there's gonna be a question about that, man. That's hilarious as hell.
All right, back, guys. We're at the 149. Mr. O, that's all you, and then we'll get closing statements, get the hell up out of here.
Man, in boxing, only a few could come back in a fashion and which they left. George Foreman, comes to mind. He came in, a lot of people had him doubtful. They didn't think he could do what he do. And he knocked out Michael Moore and got the heavyweight championship back. That's a Cinderella story for your ass. Conor McGregor is like the Evander Holyfield of so-called MMA. It's like, why? Why are you doing this to yourself? Like, is you broke? Do you got like a whole bunch of outside kids that you got to take care of? Like what Tito said. What if he had got the wrong leg sweep? What the mat was kind of still slippery, you know what I'm saying, from the last fight. We'll probably had a Joe Theismann situation in the octagon that's upon us. It got ugly and nasty. And unlike boxing, with great promotion, a lot of chicanery, a lot of bullshit behind the scenes, but at least when they do get everything right, everything go according to plan. Unlike MMA, nothing goes according to plan. Nothing. Bad business moves. Now you're like Tito and all y'all have said. Your star prize pig is now gone out into the factory by being made into slabs of bacon. Now what y'all gonna do? Yeah. I really didn't care for. I mean, I watched it here and there. Shout out to Anderson Silva. I met him before too. But other than that, yeah. It's over. It's cooked. I'll let my plane go.
All right, bet, guys. That's a wrap. No news. Member for 6 months. He said, how do you whiff and lose? Oh yeah, 100%. Like I said, I didn't see this joint until Tito was like, yo, you seen that Conor McGregor shit? Yeah, this is unbelievable. I thought there's no way I thought this was gonna happen the fucking first 30 seconds of a fight. Here's your vibe.
Man, fuck all you hoes. Fuck you and your mammy and your granny too. I'm sick of this shit. Fuck all you hoes. Don't give a damn, bitch, what you wanna do.
All right, guys, you guys got 2 minutes apiece. We're at the 152. We'll just make it. Saul, it's all yours.
Salute to the panelists, everybody that's come up tonight. You know, Tito, our new star, Mr. O, obviously contractor. Last but not least, Machismo. We see the political calculus as it is on the board. Man, we run a good counter propaganda operation over here, and I'm glad that we got ahead of it and got our intel, knee deep into the delineation movement. For those who think that the manosphere is dead, it is not. It is not. Trust me, we strategize and we're doing what we need to do to get stuff done. It might not always be all out loud and proud, but just listen to the points and listen to the code, and you'll know exactly where to follow. I'll land my plane there.
Yes, sir. Art, that's all yours. You got 2 minutes. Closing statement.
Yeah, so I'm addressed to all the tone deaf people when they hear grown folks talk like this. They're not bashing Africans or Caribbeans or Afro-Latinos or anyone else. We're just addressing the disrespect. That's all it is. I respect the IFAs to the Yoruba traditions. I got a Brazilian wife that's Afro-Brazilian. No different languages. I know a little bit of Igbo from for the Nigerian sector. So I respect all that, but I'm not going to sit there and be quiet just because I'm cool with y'all while y'all disrespecting me. That's the part where it's like, wait a minute, I respect the lineage and all that from your side, but at the same time, you got to show a little bit of the same or whatever. So if not, you're going to get this work. And I'll land right there.
Yeah, well played, and I'm glad you spoke to that. Glad you spoke to that, Art. Yeah, because now that I remember, you know how many of us was fucking learning Swahili and shit when we was in like high school and shit like that? Yeah.
Man, hip-hop era, we were Italians, kente cloth. Brother, we were almost I had a Mandela shirt on. Mandela shirt.
We've been with it.
Yeah, so it's just that we're just not gonna take this disrespect because you have an accent and all that kind of stuff. We saw Coming to America. We get it, but come on, man. Don't disrespect me and think I'm gonna smile about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Shut up.
I'm sorry.
You are not black unless you eat bushmeat.
All right, Mr. O, that's all yours. 2 minutes.
Yeah, we have found out in that great film called Sugar Hill, when Romello was trying to do business on behalf of his brother, trying to meet with them Africans in that restaurant, and they told him, look, Romello, we can't do because we don't do business with our katas. When we first got introduced to that term Akata, and a lot of y'all, like you said, was want to get Nelson Mandela free. Y'all like to treat Patrice Lubwamba and all that other stuff. Y'all was out here singing the Bob Marley One Love and everything, getting the Shea Butters and getting all the little roll on smells. I remember y'all. I remember that. And now you got the Voodoo Mafia, you know what I'm saying, with Roland Martin and Godfrey, you know what I'm saying, they cursing you in both your asses and your soul. And we seeing everybody coming from this DNC back in with a polished podcasts. Is, you know, they grabbed every single last tether, every single last letter person from the Fruitmonger Brigade. They grabbed every travester to go ahead and attack black men through this whole midterm election cycle. They're trying to cover all angles, you know what I'm saying? Even bringing out our so-called favorite celebrities, you know, saying we don't have no culture, we can't do this, but they benefit off of it for over so-called 60-some odd years. This is our lineage that y'all trying to propagate and trying to go ahead and make money off from, and you don't think we gonna say anything. That's shame on y'all. And I'll land my plane there.
Well played. Tito, it's all yours. You got 2 minutes. Tito.
Yeah. As we move closer to this midterm, you left this man with these, you know, fake setup ass podcasts, with these bought and paid for people in the news, with these national security leakers and all of this shit. Yeah, this final downfall of the propaganda wing of your party, this shit is so satisfying. But the best part about it is that it's not over. More and more fake ass journalists are going to be exposed. More and more bought and paid for podcasts are going to be exposed. More and more people are going to be caught in hot mic moments, right? And by the time we get late in the midterm season, like in October, I'm just curious of what in the fuck do you have that's appealing that you are going to run off of? When you get rid, when all of the gas lights, when all of the setups, when all of that is tapped out. Oh, and all of these black people that keep coming up hung, please don't let people find out that y'all are the one paying people to go around and do that, because I think that's what's going. That's what, you know what I'm saying. Y'all, your party is going to be fucking gone forever, and then the only thing you gonna have is all of these fucking teachers union communists. That's the only thing that you're gonna be left with, and at that point, it'll be over. The world's oldest political organization will have ceased to exist. And the crazy part is that we only 3 years off of the 200th anniversary. Straight up, I'll land my plane up.
Well played, sir. Yo, salute to my chat, salute the art. Thanks for everybody coming hanging out with us this ungodly hour on a Sunday. We'll see you guys next week. Good night and good
Here's
luck.
another classic. The definition of hip hop. Here's another